screen right now. You're looking at videos of people getting arrested for DUI, but WSMV Investigates found in each case, the people being arrested are sober.
You gotta hear this story. Chief Investigator Jeremy Finley found a lengthy delay in blood tests, so sober drivers are finding their lives ruined while they wait to be proven innocent.
Who's surprised about that?
One look at how William Rose performs on his field sobriety test, and you can see why he's in trouble. And listen to what the officer says he smelled.
We could smell some alcohol coming from the car.
Can you?
Not long after, Murfreesboro police put him in handcuffs.
I was very cordial with them, but I was scared to death.
Scared and confused, because Rose was completely sober.
I kept telling him, I said, sir, you're making a mistake. I have not been drinking. I'm not impaired.
So you may be thinking it's a rare case. Except it also happened to Bill Shank in Clarksville. His DUI arrest was plastered all over a local media outlet.
It feels surreal. It's like a joke.
And to Katie Slayton in Franklin. She was arrested in front of her child's daycare. Sober Middle Tennesseans arrested for DUI. And as a result, they say their lives are ruined. Not just because of the public
They are ruined
but because
it
a
takes forever.
investigation found they have to wait months for blood tests to come back from the state of Tennessee.
Because it's government. Government is not in a hurry to help you prove your innocence. They want more money.
Knowing they were sober. As Rose waited for his blood test results, he lost his job, his insurance, and racked up hefty legal fees.
Do you think the tyrants care? They do not. They've been doing this for a while.
He lost close to $30,000 between legal fees and impound fees.
Slayton, who was charged with DUI and felony child neglect, had her child removed by DCS for 9 weeks.
They have traumatized my son. They have traumatized me.
Shank says while months passed by, so did jobs.
I lost 2 job opportunities because when you do my name and my city, my mugshot comes right up. It's not a flattering portrayal.
Attorney
Kind of hard to get a job. I don't know. Driving when you don't have a driver's license.
Bernie McAvoy's client was arrested by Goodlettsville police for DUI and was completely sober.
This particular client had to wait 8 months for that chemical test to
8
prove
months.
That he had not consumed anything at all.
But hold on, you may be thinking, didn't all these people fail field sobriety tests? Well, our investigation...
Never take a field sobriety test. It's not a pass-fail. It's a you will always fail. They are designed for you to fail them. And based on what the officer hears, sees, smells, depends on what he's going to say, whether he heard it, smelt it, or whatever. It's his word against your word. Who do you think they're going with? They're going to go with the tyrant's word every time. They don't use breathalyzers anymore because blood tests, they say, are more reliable. Only a breathalyzer would tell you right now, and a blood test tells you months later.
Found completely sober people can perform badly, especially if they have health issues. Remember that Rose clearly couldn't walk a straight line?
I have struggled with balance. I've been bow-legged most of my life. So I've struggled with balance for a long time.
Slayton says she was so traumatized about doing a field sobriety test while police took her child away into the daycare that she performed badly. And Shank says his ADD makes it hard for him to follow directions.
When your whole mind is like, this isn't real, it's like a dream. It's like Charlie Brown's teacher's talking to you.
We also found that indicators of a drunk driver can be wrong. Police said they could smell alcohol in Rose's car.
They always say that.
World, I grabbed some
or weed.
and put some hand sanitizer on.
And in Shank's car.
Said the car smells like alcohol.
But Shank is an Uber driver. And at the time he was arrested, his passenger in the back seat had been drinking. So why not just use a breathalyzer to immediately show that they were sober?
I asked for a breathalyzer. They refused one. They said we don't do them.
Of course they did.
In fact, many police departments no longer use breathalyzers. A spokesman for Murfreesboro Police say they find blood tests to be more accurate. But our investigation found the state says the average wait to get toxicology tests back, which completely exonerates a person from any impairment, is 3 months. But we found that's not what happened in these cases. Both Rose and Shank had to wait nearly twice that long, almost 6 months. And Slayton waited 8 months. Is that acceptable?
No, that's not acceptable.
Jennifer Hall is the regional administrator of the
They don't
TBI
care.
Crime Lab.
There are times that our turnaround time was not acceptable.
Hall says there's a backlog of alcohol and
Of course
toxicology
there
blood
is.
tests. The amount of cases
So the backlog means they need more money so they can get more people.
simply outnumbers the staff able to quickly process them. They've hired more scientists this year and say turnaround is improving.
Anytime someone's life is impacted by waiting on a result, that's a lot. And I think we want to improve. We want to do better. I feel like we're going in the right direction.
Rose says the direction of his life fell, awaiting proof of his innocence.
I didn't even get an apology letter from Murrysville Police Department, you know.
Those tyrants aren't going to apologize. They don't think they've done anything wrong. What are they going to apologize for?
No. Say, hey, yeah, we goofed up. We messed up. This has destroyed my life.
Wow, well, at least we just had a ponytail police. I just caught at the end of that. At least she had something to do. She didn't. They already handcuffed her. She was just walking them to the car.
Okay, all the people we profiled had their charges dismissed.
Of
We
course they
reached
did.
out to each of the police departments who made their
Because
arrests,
they were
all
sober.
issued statements defending those arrests, as
Of
their
course they
officers
did.
were basing their decision on suspicion of DUIs. You can read
Because of the people that don't fight it. That's money that the tyrants get to keep.
their responses right now on the WSNV4 app. Marius?
Jeremy, this is hard to believe, and clearly this could happen
It
to
isn't
anyone.
hard to believe.
So, what can you do if this happens to you?
Well, first of all, you've got to respect law enforcement. You have
You do not have to respect law enforcement. They are tyrants. They have been going downhill for 15 years now. You don't have to. Why do you got to respect them? Because they have on a uniform and they have a badge. Most of them got sleeve tattoos and beards. They look like shit, so they act like shit. You don't have to respect. You know what? You want respect, give respect. Quit arresting people that you know damn well are sober.
to understand that they are doing a serious job that in most cases busts
Not doing a serious job. Most of them riding around, playing on their phone, and hanging out in McDonald's parking lots, cookout parking lots, any restaurant. You can find 3 or 4 cops sitting in the parking lot 3 or 4 hours.
drunk drivers. But you got to be frank with them. Do you have medical issues? Do you have health problems? Anything that may cause you to fail a sobriety test. You need to disclose that. And if you are arrested and given the blood test, you can email the TBI and make frequent requests for updates. We got a lot more to investigate on this, but for now, that's what we got uncovered so far, Marius.
Jeremy Finley, thank you so much.